everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Seahawks going up against the Packers.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line between the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. Thomas rolls, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
First down, this is Rawls. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover two or a two-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level. That offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Now making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On second down, Rawls. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll go to P-Rod, trying to pound it in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Here's the punter Gay now to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Play fake here on first down. And his first look is incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So 2nd and 10 here. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
They go play action here on 1st down. Escape, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
They'll hand to Rawls, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back to throw here. It's caught. Lockett. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. If you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. I'm only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
This go around, he's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They'll set up a throw, eluding the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one. Open, he just throws it away, and that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
First carry here for Ty Montgomery. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. Here's Kamara, try to run for it. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They run. It's Kamara. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
His throw incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, and it's second down. And not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Now a give. Right side, it's Rawls. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now let's go. Detroit.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking deep downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
It wasn't 3rd and long. It was more like 3rd and attainable, and oftentimes offense just want to run enough to pick up a 1st down. But I think they wanted a break tendency there. Catch the defense plan for the short pass and push it downfield, and they almost collected a big play.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be sterner with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go now.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. They've got his man complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. And he's got room. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. The 10th carry for Thomas rolls. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Detroit. Now let's go. 3-19. Detroit. Detroit. Hurry up. Here we go.
Toss play, Kamara. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a third down. A give. This is Kamara. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And his kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. Back up. And that's caught inside the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
No, check, Patriots.
On play action, they'll throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Packers get set to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Packers on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line.
Let's go. Back to the NFL. Here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Following the penalty, it's Rawls. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Second down following the run. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Always important to get the first score in the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Here's the punter Gay now to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice tip, boy. Left.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Forced out to his left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
The Packers on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. Detroit!
He'll look to throw. And he's got Lockett. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Hurry up, here we go. No, check, Patriot. Here we go now. No, check, Patriot.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board.
Here we go now. Boo, 90. Watch it now, Barney.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield.
Detroit!
He'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Second and goal from the 5. They give it to Rawls. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Green 39! Green 39!
to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Here's the punter Gay now to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard right on the 30-yard line. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. It'll only be a gain of 1 yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Down to the 25. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about 1 yard short.
They'll set up to throw, and Adams has it complete. And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down at the 18-yard line. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he'll take this one down near the 15. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Packers on third down. As bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The 40, past the 20. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Here's the punter Gay now to send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Frank Clark in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. They'll set up a throw, and he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here we go now. Back down to that Philly. Here we go. Detroit. Watch it now, Barney.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Frank Clark in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. Wide open receiver complete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Partner, I know the ball security is preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Sure, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done. So
they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Back to throw here. And his throw here's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll look to throw here. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Here we go now. Blue landing.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Second down now after the pass completion. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Fresh set of downs here. They go play action here on first down. Now a desperation throw deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Detroit. Watch it now, Barney.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Over. Back that up. Watch it now, Barney. Over. All right, now. Gun. Back that up. All right, now. Lucky 56. Gun. All right, now. Lucky 56.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Seahawks, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.